god.
That sounds like Inner Wars.
Or something. It's like it was like BattleTech like 19 like not 19 like 30 49 or something like that. I'm not sure.
I think I
Oh,
think
vaguely know what you're talking about.
There was also a MechTech project that wanted to surface, but yeah, got shut down when they stopped working on anything related to BattleTech because they switched to doing their own stuff.
Yeah,
Zeno said MechWarrior 3025 is what you're talking about.
yeah, right. I remember running into it really for like just a really small glance at it, and it was just kind of like they had a beta test, and then the game basically abruptly stopped development and just kind of shuttered.
Yeah.
So and also the whatchamacallit, what else was I gonna say? Well, I lost it. Well.
It was a sort of early MMO, is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, but the MechTech guys. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate when, hey, look, free release, everyone can play MechWarrior Mercenaries, and then abruptly, no one could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. That
it was so terrible, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. I was going to start off in aerospace this round, and I remembered, no, you don't start with enough C-bills for that.
It was nice to see that, MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries itself got updated with widescreen support, because I did my Let's Play of Black Knight and Vengeance, and it was, oh boy, that was a lot of editing.
Had to be 4:3 aspect ratio.
I believe it.
That was like, the main menu ran in like 800 by 600, and then when the game started, then it switched to its resolution.
Yeah, I actually, when I did my Mercenaries Let's Play, because I had the same thing, I had a workaround for that. I could probably, well, I mean, your Let's Play of it's over now, but if you ever do it again, I could help you with that, so you don't have to do so much editing.
I think the
easy workaround.
Yeah, I think the major issue now is like probably like somebody commented on me doing like a repeat of my my Mercenaries run through and just kind of like either giving myself interesting handicaps or going for the other endings, because the other endings it's kind of like I did. I went for the easy Davian ending because it's like, well, Steiner are all a bunch of crazy assholes anyway.
Yeah.
But the ending, the other two endings are kind of interesting because like one is the mercenary ending where you just kind of go, well, screw you guys and fly away, but the actual Steiner / Clanner ending is probably the most surreal thing I've ever experienced. It just kind of feels like, hey, you're joining a cult now.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way I did it is I recorded that with Shadowplay,
and I mean that they actually, I have never played that any. Wasn't it that they actually keep the canon and that Steiner joins Clan Wolf or something like that?
Something like that. They took they absconded with Katrina Steiner or something like that, and you had to go through an actual legitimate trial of possession to get her. Something like that. But you wound up joining the clans afterward. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they actually joined.
I didn't understand that ending either.
Wolf under Khan Vladimir Vord.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, with all three of those endings, you are reminded of the MechWarrior 5, which will never happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Every single ending, it's like.
Yeah,
every single ending you realize you play that, you see it, and you're just like, yeah, that turned into Mech Assault 2, and that was terrible.
Well,
Oh,
I
God.
mean, MechWarrior 5 was supposed to come out, but there was just so much stuff that was happening there legally.
Yeah.
Like with the whole Warhammer trailer, and then Harmony Gold sued everybody into oblivion.
Harmony, but thank God Harmony Gold is losing their license in 2021, so no more of that shit.
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I heard that, I heard it on Twitter, basically. The, whatchamacallit, I forget exactly what the studio is behind Macross, I can't remember the name. But they actually finally went and put in for the court measure to stop this stupid bullshit. Because the major issue is that Harmony Gold owns distribution rights for the original Macross series in the US. The problem is they were kind of trying to bullshit their actual power and said they had the license signed from one of the production companies, not the main company, for the original Macross series. But then Harmony Gold said, oh no, we have the rights for all Macross products from now into the future, which isn't correct at all. But the major issue was the studio was like, we don't really have the
They're
time or
known
money
trolls
to.
in the legal field, essentially.
Yeah,
They
but
are.
The thing with this was also that actually the same distributor also sold the rights to BattleTech for their mechs.
Yeah, which is why we have the unseen things like
Yes,
the
genau,
the wasp, which
yes.
will never be seen ever
Exactly.
again.
That's why
Oh god.
that happened.
Yeah, but the thing was whatchamacallit is like the major issue is the studio didn't really
Oi,
have the time
Serpentist!
or the care
Fuck
to
off!
contest Harmony
Hey,
Gold
Shivaxi.
because
Holy
Macross
shit,
is
there's too
mostly
much
in
here.
Japan,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
don't necessarily
you run
care.
away. Sorry,
But-
I thought-
Oh,
No!
Fighting
To
Serpentist.
be quite honest, I'm not that sad
Holy
about
shit.
seeing the Wasp go. The Marauder, of course, is one thing, but I'm not a fan
Ah.
of mechs that actually carry their weapons in hand. It just doesn't really
It
fit
looks-
BattleTech.
There's an old time
Yeah,
charm
same,
to
actually.
it, but it looks really silly.
Like the Axeman, you know, like it's
Axeman.
cool, but it's
Jesus.
like
Melee
really
weapons will
existed,
never
you
be
know?
represented properly in any MechWarrior game ever.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I can accept this in
don't know.
Macross, no problem, but in BattleTech it just doesn't work.
I
for
like the
me.
melee in the new BattleTech game, the overtop guys.
Oh.
I'm not quite sold on that because actually headbutting the enemy is the most silly move ever. You are basically crushing your.
Is
own
there a
target.
headbutt move? I didn't even notice.
Yes, when the arms are gone, it's going to be a headbutt, and that's utterly retarded. You're
Shoulder
basically
check 'em.
crushing your own cockpit with
Let
that.
me crush my cockpit
okay,
into
well, apparently-
this other mech.
Apparently, somebody in Shivaxi's chat has more information about this. Apparently, they found that the original studio didn't even have the designs for the Destroids, which are the Warhammer and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Harmony Gold could never actually have those designs to begin with. So,
Yeah.
haha.
Yeah, it's an interesting clusterfuck, this whole thing. But
So, but yeah, they
they're
actually
now sorting it in a new lawsuit right now.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh, my.
yeah. So basically, essentially, they actually went and actually finally did the loss, like the actual, arbitration to actually get this stuff set out, and they apparently had a ruling where Harmony Gold has no connection with it as of 2021.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is
But that-
far
but that-
away, but it's like, hey, we might get Macross games now, and we might be
Yeah,
able to see more unseen mechs again.
Yeah, and more of the anime. But there's actually a reason that Harmony Gold won for this because they or are planning a Macross movie for 2019. No, I mean a
Oh.
Robotech movie. That's why
God.
Oh.
there is a domain for that and all that stuff.
Oh,
and that's
boy.
why they went after the rights again.
Well, yeah, I remember they did a whatchamacallit. I forget exactly what it was, but they did actually do like a short OVA series that kind of rebooted the franchise a little bit. I remember seeing that. It was nice, but it was, well, it's at the point where Robotech is just like, what the hell is even going on? These are three anime stitched together, and they don't actually have any relation to each other.
Oh yeah, Robotech is a clusterfuck. Oh,
It's like
terrible.
Robotech is Macro. For anyone who doesn't know, the original Robotech series is Macross, Southern Cross, and Mossopedia. Three
Yeah.
animes that have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually melded and made some sort of story out of that. You can imagine
Yeah.
how terrible that result
They
was.
went and they wrote an English script that somehow makes it all make some sort of sense, and this is why people that are fans of Macross just kind of go, when you say the R word, people go But it also is connected
Not
with
accepted.
yeah, but it also is connected with us in the BattleTech universe because all of those nice unseen like the Warhammer just kind of feels like it should be there.
Yeah.
The Warhammer,
I really love the Marauder.
the Warhammer,
especially.
yeah, and the Marauder.
original
But I miss
design.
that thing. I really would love this one to be here, to be quite honest, but I can't really convince anybody to put this in.
Unfortunately.
Yes, the Marauder. Yeah, because
I would love to see. You know what I would love to see?
The Marauder would basically have the same rule as the Warhammer. It's in a way it's a worse Warhammer.
I would love to see actually. Other than the Marauder, there was one in I think it was Ghost Bear's Legacy, MechWarrior 2, called the Stone Rhino. That was
Oh,
a fun one.
The Behemoth.
Yeah, that thing was fucking massive. I love that thing.
I don't really have any experience with that.
Stone Rhino
Any-
is basically just like the Fafnir in a way. It's really, really massive mech.
Yeah.
I remember the whatchamacallit, the only experience I have with it is through the actual mech tech packs they put out for MechWarrior for
Yeah,
Mercenaries,
yeah.
where they
It's like the
rationalized
Navy-
a naval railgun. I'm like,
Yes,
I want that.
Yes, I love that thing.
I want
And you
that.
can-
It's something else, but it's never gonna happen.
There's only 3 mechs like in the whole list of MechWarrior 4
the
Mercenaries that can even
Marauder-
hold the thing, you know?
Yeah,
The Marauder
2
2C.
can use it. Yeah,
Yep, the
can
Marauder
use
2C
it.
was nuts. Ow, dead.
Yeah, that's what I stole. I actually in my Let's Play I actually bought the I bought the Behemoth 2, stole the gun, and then stuck it on a Marauder 2 because I wanted something a bit faster.
I was gonna just mention before with the way I had to do the MechWarrior 4 Let's Play and stuff, and even MechWarrior 3, is I recorded with Shadowplay, and Shadowplay fortunately doesn't cut the recording when it switches resolution. But what you have to do is you have to start recording in game, so it starts recording in the 1920 by 1080 resolution, so that when it switches back to the menu, it'll crop it in the correct 4:3 aspect ratio for you and scale it without changing resolution mid recording.
Yeah,
So it was a way easier to manage in editing that way.
The major problem with me is that I use a capture card, and then when something happens that changes the resolution of the screen, the capture card freaks the fuck out. So
What's your graphics card again? Do you have NVIDIA?
I have a I have a GTX 1080. So
Okay, then
yay.
you can use Shadowplay, because
I
would
know
say-
I can, but I'm just kind of trying to looking sort of looking around for a good time to actually attempt to get MechWarrior 3 running.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I can definitely help you with that. I was saying though, because MechWarrior 3 and 4 are such old games, the necessity of a capture card isn't really there. You don't really need it because it's not like the GPU power is so extensive.
Yeah, exactly. MechWarrior 4, honestly, well, with the Mech Tech update making everything nice and pretty, but MechWarrior 4, honestly, it didn't necessarily age that badly. MechWarrior 3 is like, no.
Really, I'm surprised about that. I think MechWarrior 3 looks better than 4 in a
Well,
lot of
MechWarrior
ways.
3 looks better, but in terms of technical prowess, MechWarrior 4
technical,
is,
yeah.
MechWarrior 4 is just I had to figure out how to get it to install and run, which is I had to manually set the installer to the setup file to run in the actual run command and not actually use the shortcut, and that got it to run, and there were no more problems.
Yeah. MechWarrior 3 is definitely a lot harder to get.
MechWarrior 3,
run.
I remember attempting to play, and I had all these surreal bugs where vehicles would bounce up into the air and I couldn't kill them.
That's tied to frame rate. You have to lock frame rate to 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has so many weird things tied to frame rate where a modern system just makes the engine go nuts.
Yeah,
but it is.
I actually, fortunately, in the live stream I did of MechWarrior 3 just recently, last week, I'm using DG Voodoo now, which is a bit of a render hook, right, to actually allow you to render the game in DirectX 8 instead of 6 that came with the game. So it helps and fixes a lot of things. The reason I never used it before is because there was a bug with it where you couldn't get the aspect ratio correct. They fixed that, so now you can actually run the game at 1080p, but the renderer allows it to run in its correct aspect ratio and native resolution without scaling the stupid fucking HUD, because back then the heads-up display was tied to the resolution. So the lower resolution your HUD, the bigger your HUD was and easier to read everything. The higher res, everything got so tiny you couldn't see your heads-up display at all.
The old school problem.
That's all been fixed now with DG Voodoo, and you can run MechWarrior 3 pretty much flawlessly. I streamed MechWarrior 3 for 2-3 hours with no crashes. It was a fucking miracle. So
Jesus.
I'll
You
hook you up with that after this.
I think Shivaxi will agree with me on this. MechWarrior 3 will always be the best commercial mech simulator.
Yeah, it's a much more I played it, and it's pretty much the in comparison. MechWarrior 4 is kind of an arcade game in comparison.
It has real gyroscope simulation, which we are lacking for, unfortunately, because of the way we actually realize mechs, it cannot be done.
What I loved about MechWarrior 3 had a lot of things implemented that really brought out the simulator aspect of a MechWarrior title that literally no other MechWarrior game has, which is a couple of examples are recoil for weapons based on where you place them. So Gauss, PPC in your right arm, your whole torso will jerk to the right, and being hit by heavier weapons will actually. It's less about screen shake when you get hit by explosives or heavy weapons, and more about actually turning your torso for you. You get hit with a Gauss rifle or something, your whole torso will get moved and turned. Your pitch will get knocked up or down depending where you get hit.
And it's also
fucking amazing.
because it's more realistic. It's got more like a more detailed component-driven damage. Like I think MechWarrior Online kind of starts to get to the level of detail, but it's not as smooth. And also because
not even close.
because it's so detailed, it's also a hell of a lot more lethal. Like I remember attempting to play Pirate's Moon and like starting the pirate campaign.
That shit is hard.
Like
that shit's
I thought
way hard right away.
I like they started me off in a Thor and I'm like, oh well shit, a heavy well this is nice of them. I walked up and got instantly gibbed by a base turret.
Yep.
Like I took one shot and instantly the mech just dropped dead and I'm like, oh
Yep.
that's a problem.
Yeah. With the MechWarrior 3 campaign original, you start out with the Bushwhacker. It's not too often you'll want to run light mechs in that campaign. I mean, you can for maybe some of the earlier missions, but...
Ben was commenting that only MV3 had C3 systems and MW only did it. No, that's not true. We also have C3.
Mm-hmm.
And
C3 is in MechWarrior 3 too.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It actually has the proper master-slave system in there as well.
Yeah, you have to run the master, and you give all your AI buddies the C3 slave, and then it's easier to allow them. What does it help you? It lets you like target
command the
specific
AI
components
peons.
Whatever is in their radar range, you can see as well.
Right. Yeah. So it's like extended radar range essentially, which is just what MechWarrior Online has as a standard, and I really don't like their radar.
Oh
system.
my god, this is so terrible. Their C3
Well, you see, this
is so terrible.
Well, you see, the issue with MechWarrior Online, I think, mainly just on a basic gameplay level, is that everything feels so brittle. Like it has it doesn't have the like MechWarrior 3. Everything's really like not very durable at all. Like everything's really, because it's trying to be more realistic and things sort of feel like it has actual armoring and thus is fallible when something shoots through you.
I mean, there's definitely there's not balance there. You won't get balance.
The problem.
Builds to run and builds not to run.
Yeah, the problem with MechWarrior Online is that the fact that it's kind of trying to be a more pick up and play. It's got the difficulty level of a simulator game, which means that there's a lot of hiding and standing still and waiting for people to expose themselves.
Indeed.
And using cover, and then when you step out of cover, you get mobbed by 5 people and die instantaneously. It's probably one of the most frustrating things about playing that game is the fact that it's got World of Tanks syndrome, where you just kind of sit around and wait for somebody to do something stupid. And then if you're and until then you just kind of wait and don't play the game. Living Legends, everything has a little bit more. It's like it's it's not exactly MechWarrior 3 level of lethality and detail, but it's got a little bit more like sort of give to it. There you can kind of like tanks, for example, and just vehicles in general, because of the way the armor system works. You can kind of drive around and take a bit of damage and then just poke at people and then run away.
Yeah.
MechWarrior Online, that doesn't work like that. It's kind of like you get into an engagement, you're stuck in that engagement, and if you pick the wrong engagement to get stuck in, you're dead.
True. That's also why I fell in love with MechWarrior Living Legends.
I stood there too long.
Because it's an experience that is quite close to MechWarrior 3, actually.
Yeah, I'd say so, honestly. It's probably about the closest you'd get without actually being that, but
in MechWarrior 3, yeah.
Yeah, the major limitations between stopping that is, well, Crysis. That's about it. Some things are not replicatable here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Zeno says the problem you guys have in Living Legends is that clan mechs. There are clan mechs with C3. This is absolutely Desgra. Which is, I mean, the thing with Living Legends, we can't be 100% true to the lore because then nothing would even be balanced, honestly.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I love the way Living Legends balances things here.
The canon is one thing, but it really has to be still adapted to a video game environment.
It has to be fun. It has to be,
and just on an observation level, this is taking place in like if you looked at this really hard, it's taking place at like 3060, like post FedCom Civil War. Everything's kind of crazy and all over the place anyway.
The game is set closely to the jihad, basically.
Yeah, so everything's kind of just flying around and everybody's mixing tech and being heretical.
After this game here, I noticed, Fontamin, you're not even in this game, are you?
I am in this game, but where are you? I'm on the
You're
other team.
Yeah, you are.
When
on
did
the
I
other
get
team.
switched over here?
You filthy planner. God
I
damn
didn't
it.
even realize.
Jesus
I'm too
Christ.
busy trying to actually, you know, like
I
have
know,
an
even
informative
like lost in
conversation with the
conversation
developers.
Here.
Yeah.
Lost in conversation. I didn't even notice. I was like, where is he? He's not even here. I was gonna say, after this game, I'll probably end the stream here. It's been about 3 hours, so.
All right.
But I might still be playing anyway, just for the funsies of it. But I think we've hit everything that's new. I played both of the new mechs. I played the new vehicles. I tried the aerospace and failed miserably, so there was that. And I mean, what else? What else is there? I think that covers about it.
Well, if
Right.
you're batch enough, you can still apply for Clan Seafox.
Target destroyed.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well-
thanks for covering all this. It's been amazing to have all this streamed. It's really great.
Yeah,
especially,
I seem to get a
on
lot
release
of.
day.
Yeah, it seems to get a lot of attention whenever this is live stream, so I figured.
Oh yeah,
we should do
helps
that
us
for-
out a lot. And thanks
well-
everybody for watching too.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good
Definitely.
game and it deserves publicity. So if I can get, if you know, me and Shivaxi can give it, we'll give it because, well, look at
We
the
need-
horizon of games out today.
We need more,
It's
and
amazing.
I know people are going to be saying this in the comments later on. People have been telling me that we need more Fonto, Shiv and Fonto collabs, so we got to play some
Totally.
things
Yeah,
together.
you guys
Soon.
definitely work well together.
Doom?
No doubt about it.
Well, no, soon, but thank you.
Oh, I thought you were saying Doom as a suggestion. I was like,
Yeah.
Ow.
Maybe not. I trudged through that game. It was a nice experience, but yeah, let's keep the stuff that we can pick up and play, I suppose. But yeah, it's
There-
nice that you guys actually are entertained by the stuff that I make and the stuff that Shivaxi makes. It's like I said, you keep making content in a good game, we'll keep talking about it and having fun in it. Good relationship.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very profitable to both sides.
Profitable.
I am
Yeah.
gonna have to condemn you guys though for getting rid of my quad UAC 5. I can't even remember the name of the mech now. Rifleman. Yes.
You can't.
I'm-
You're
I am-
so mad you can't
I-
even really remember what it is.
That's true. I am taste salt about that. All the salt. So I want it back. Can you guys? Well, actually, this is a serious question now. Are you limited to variants going up to G? Because I noticed there's like no more than G.
No, we're technically
No,
not
that's an
limited,
arbitrary
but
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
it's kind of arbitrary because at that point when you have that many variants,
It messes up the UI.
Well, we
That
could
is
make the
also
UI
a
work with it,
consideration.
but the thing is, there's only so many variants of the same mech that you can make where it doesn't become
Ow.
repetitive. Because
Right, yeah,
otherwise,
yes.
if you actually think, okay, can we have one more past the G, then it's just like, well, one has USC 2s instead of USC 5, but it's basically the same thing. It just, you lose out on variety if you if you do too many variants.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
Fontoman.
And
Hi,
then
and
keep-
the Chevalier.
Buy, and then, yeah, also at that point,
Then
without
they'll come back.
min-maxing, it becomes kind of hard to really give variants a purpose.
All
yeah,
right,
Indeed.
exactly.
I'm going for the Fonto kill.
And we're usually trying to make variants that
Ping.
are balanced and just are fun and make sense. And
Hi.
we try to make them
Uh-oh.
feel somewhat unique.
This is a bad idea because I'm already damaged.
You're lucky I can't actually target you.
Haha.
Get away!
No,
get,
I'm gonna step on you.
get away! Eh!
Oh, I'm out of Gauss ammo. I guess this was a bad idea to come at you with 2 medium lasers. Well,
You might get away with it because of this chimera.
but if I can get the kill,
Uh-oh.
don't. He's my kill. No, you get
Run
back.
away!
You mother. I have 1 laser. Give.
Oh.
Pew! Oh, and I hit you too. Oh my god, you might actually kill me. No, no, I can't deal with the embarrassment of being killed by a battle armor. I'm gonna step on you. You squish, maybe.
Get back! Eh.
Oh my god, how are you not dead? I hit you again. Come on. I hit you again. What the fuck? Ah!
I didn't get the kill,
Zells!
but whatever. Yes!
God damn it.
And my Chevalier is still alive.
I hit you
Yes!
so many times at me. BA is OP. Please nerf.
Yeah, I told you, secret skill mode.
Yeah, we'll work on that for the BA patch. Soon, TM.
You were like,
Um,
I didn't even see you had health left. You were just like a sliver.
Yeah, though I honestly have to say, just in general just in general on the the purpose of gameplay for battle armor, having somebody eject and have a battle armor is really just annoying most of the time.
It's fun.
Because you thought you won a fight, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with this incredibly small target, and then if you're in an assault mech, it just becomes comedic. So I'm not necessarily gonna miss that kind of thing when the battle armors become more regimented and like it's a thing that you buy and you can't just kind of like get in a battle armor and then okay, I'm gonna cram myself into this cockpit.
Yeah, well, it used to be really bad when the battle armor actually still retained its canonically light laser, because it actually could pretty much finish something off that was heavily damaged very easily.
Also, I have 70,000 C-bills.
Yeah, you used to be able to like carry like your man pack PPC and shit with you into the cockpit of the mech,
Oh Jesus.
and you just eject with PPC and heavy laser.
It's like now activate skill mode. Just NLG button.
Although I will say though, I do like that when you eject, you're at least in like the default battle armor suit, because it gives you some sort of chance. Not really, but at least it's there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think it's balanced-ish. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like to see it just like you eject and suddenly you're just a human and you fall on the ground and
Assembly
die.
in progress.
Like, oh, I just fell from like 3 stories up because I was in a mech and I
Or,
just splatted on the ground.
Yeah,
Or
we're going to think about that, what we're going to do with ejected pilots
Yeah,
and stuff
because
like
the whole
that.
ejected thing is a unique aspect of Living Legends, where
Yes.
you can eject and still have a fighting chance, even if
Yeah.
it's a slim one. And I like that aspect of Living Legend. I don't want to see that just like completely go away.
which is something in contrast to like MechWarrior 4, where you eject and you're a tiny Union dropship.
Yeah. Oh, and was that Black Knight?
Let's see here. I'm gonna try out the heavy PPC now, since I don't think I've actually used it yet.
Oh
Rather,
yeah, I only used
haven't
it
gotten
once.
gotten a
It's
chance
purple.
to use it.
It's purple.
It is in fact a
it's
purple.
purple.
It's got the thirst. It's crackling with sexual energy.
Oh god.
Oh god, that's the best PPC description I've heard so far.
I picked it up because somebody like made a joke about the the Call of Duty World
God.
War II pre-order
Help.
Garand just being like
Help
purple.
me! Everything is at me! Oh god! Why me? Why? Oh god. And I'm dead. Oh my
let's
god.
see
As
here.
soon as I run in, everyone's just like, ah.
Okay, so let's see if I can get into the fight. And Rommel is
Xeno
actually
said-
very nimble.
He said, what if ejecting put you into a PAL, P-A bracket L bracket, rather than a full
Yeah,
BA?
that's actually one of the options we're thinking of. The
Yeah.
pilot suit might be actually a PAL. We're in the process of designing the thing right now and just thinking everything through, then seeing how we can split it off into sections, what's feasible to do in a certain amount of time and what isn't based on our resources. But yeah, the PAL might very well happen. What we definitely want to do is have 2 heavier kinds of BA. Most likely the Gnome and the Phalanx, which are a clan heavy BA that might be able to dual wield, and the Phalanx might have some kind of sniper
Dual-wielding.
stealthy capabilities.
Dual wielding battle, a Doom guy, the battle armor.
What has heavy PPCs that I can take here?
There's the Argus, and there's a Rommel with a heavy PPC as well, and I don't know if there's a Regulator with a heavy PPC. There might be.
I think there might be. I think I remember seeing it, but I took the Rommel.
The Rommel is pretty good, but it
there is
might
not a
be
Regulator
hard
with
on this
one.
map. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of is, because there's a lot of dips and valleys right here, and it's becoming an issue to get into one where I can shoot people without exposing myself to like half the team.
It's the Rommel E, and I can't afford it. Darn!
That is a Daishi. Oh boy.
I will. Oh my god, already. All right, I'm taking the Argus F then.
Okay, and I put myself in a very bad situation, and now I'm surrounded by
Yeah.
Arguses.
The heavy PPC is not on too many assets.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I seem to be stuck. Charge! Ow! Okay, and yeah, I could see how just changing generally how battle armor and the how basically things work outside of mechs would just take out an immense amount of testing, because it's a bunch of entirely new systems that need to be designed.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
basically reworking the whole code base for the infantry, or well, for the BA implementation from the ground up, doing a lot of implementation and then playtesting,
Assembly in
balancing,
progress.
seeing how far the art is actually, because we have some 3D assets, but we don't actually know to what degree they're rigged. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm pretty confident
More
we can
archaeology.
tackle that.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of archaeology, but that's nothing new. Basically, everything we do is
It's archaeology, yes.
yeah.
Software archaeology.
Yeah.
This is what resurrecting good games is like. You just
Yeah.
kind of dig around.
Somebody,
you know how in 40k it's like with the tech priests and how you just have those old arcane rituals that you follow, but nobody has an idea why that needs to be done. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do every day.
It's
Yeah.
like it just because the machine spirit demands it.
Yeah, we bless the machine spirit and just pray to the Omnissiah that things don't just fall
Okay,
apart.
so now I'm looking at
Yes.
the. I'm just looking at the entire MechWarrior Living Legends development team right now. Is a bunch of tech priests in a Star League
yeah,
like
that's
defense.
pretty accurate.
Like a Star League depot or like a
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, a cache.
We are pretty Comstar-like in that regard. For example, for
Ow.
me to actually
Oh god. Help.
to actually
No.
edit the
No.
material effects
No.
database
Stop it.
to make
Fuck.
this surface effects happen, I have had to work with Excel 2003. Yeah,
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
I mean that Excel isn't really bad, but yeah, if you use anything more modern than something from that era, the file will just break, and yeah.
Come
That's
on.
it.
Damn it.
My favorite error we had so far with just random stuff breaking was actually from the 081 fix that we brought out after we released 080. And well, we tested all the stuff for that hotfix, and everything was fine, and it worked out, and most of it was lab tests, and then suddenly that fucking PPC heat happened. Like suddenly every PPC had heat transfer, and we were like, what the fuck? How does this even happen? And then we realized there was a broken piece of code in the PPCs that never worked. Like it was in there, but never even started
help!
working.
Help!
And it had like super old heat transfer values as well, with a heat system that wasn't as punishing. And for some reason, we didn't even touch it. That really old code piece that never fucking worked started working. And that's how the awesome really lived up to its name.
It got
for a week.
recompiled
It got
correctly.
really,
Yeah.
it got really awesome. at
An
that
ancient
point.
evil has awoken.
Oh.
It was so crazy.
We basically designed the plasma cannon by accident at that point.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ever
Jesus.
implement the plasma cannon?
Probably not with this heat
really
system.
planned, no.
No.
Turbo flamer.
Unless we do a major rework for the heat system, it's just gonna be too OP because heat is so punishing in our game.
Oh god.
Yeah, because
Who's
it
gonna
is
do that?
as soon as you overheat, you are basically on the razor edge of dying.
Yeah.
You're melting at that point.
Yeah.
Oh!
Even if it's
Wow,
just a
that hurt.
little bit.
That was heavy PPC.
Yeah, even
Ow.
that little bit hurts a lot.
Yeah, so it's basically just
Because the
stay
thing
away
is,
from the red line.
If you, what you gotta consider is even if it's just a little bit per asset, what's gonna happen is people are gonna gang up on like 5 of these assets and then insta explode any
Yeah.
enemy mech if they just everybody just focus fires. And that
Yeah.
cumulative heat effect is just what makes it so lethal. That's what
Welcome to
happens
the
in
center of the
081 as
universe.
well.
5 mechs with plasma cannons.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Here we go. Here's an Argus with
Yeah.
heavy PPC. Alright, we're going with heavy PPC again because I haven't used it too much. I've been neglecting that a little bit. Montman, you're still on the wrong team, I think.
I am still on the wrong team. However, I'm functioning. I'm fine. We're also winning, so.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because we have traitors in our midst.
Yes, I'm feeding them. I'm feeding them. Decrypted C3 information. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, good.
Running into
Even
the
though I just
wall.
kind of, I took the regulator with the arrow 4s and just kind of like stood there and fired generally at people's directions until I ran out of ammo.
One thing we haven't talked about is actually that Thunder Rift has now VTOLs.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it really feels like playing Descent now. It's amazing.
Descent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
because you
if
have the you have the
don't you
ceiling
remember-
to watch out
yeah,
for.
Yeah.
Thunder Rift is a cave system, so having
Jesus.
a VTOL there is gonna be interesting.
That's
We could play that next.
interesting.
Can we get the map to switch to that next, or
I think you might be able to rock the vote it.
Yes, you can vote for that.
Yeah.
If you can convince people to vote Thunder Rift, then you can go there.
how do we vote? I don't even know how to do that.
It's just rock exclamation mark rock the vote.
Okay, and will it bring up like a menu I can choose that map specifically?
It'll bring up a voting menu, and the map might be amongst it. Hopefully, it probably
Okay.
will because there's gonna be official maps.
Let's try
for
right
now.
now.
Yeah.
Wait, shit. Rock the boat.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Oh.
it says map vote soon, and it'll give you a list of maps to vote.
Okay.
And then you press exclamation mark and then just the number of the map.
Yeah, if not, I'll end the stream after this one. We're about to end with we got like 10 minutes left. but
No
we might run out of
Thunder,
tickets.
Nope,
Yeah.
no Thunder. Well, we won't be playing Descent this evening. What a shame.
Yeah.
Now we
Oh,
just
wait,
need-
the new map is next, but we've already streamed it, so.
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
now we just need battle armors, you know,
Oh, I
blue
love
scuba
that
gear
heavy
to just kind of
PVC.
jump around.
Oh well, that's dead.
Hopefully every aspect of it.
Whoa, that was really close.
Oh yeah, there's a big explosion over there. Hello.
It just kind of silhouetted the factory building in kind of a really ominous and terrifying way.
Oh
And also
God.
aerophores. Ow.
We got a goat and a mad cat over here. Me no likey. Me no likey the goat and the mad cat.
Oh, okay.
Ow. Running away.
Okay, the people just want to play Oasis.
Yeah. That's what I noticed. So
Play
I mean, it's
Sandblasted
understandable
2.0.
because it's a new thing.
I can barely see.
Yeah.
Come here, you little. Ow. How about PPC to the face? Pew! Heavy PPC.
Okay, that's another nuclear. I think. Whoa.
That
No,
heavy
it's fine.
PPC looks so cool with the purple.
Right.
Come on.
No, it did fine, but I backed up, and then a thumper shell just flew past my face.
Having a 1v1 with a my own mech here, Osiris or Argus rather. Jesus. Wait, does the heavy PPC have a minimum range, by the way?
No, none of our PPCs have a minimum range.
No, we don't have that at all.
We don't really like that
Oh,
kind of
he's down.
design philosophy because it doesn't make that much sense on
Right.
on energy weapons, anyways.
Yeah, because it's like it's not gonna hurt
How
when it's
would-
coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
how would that even work?
Yeah. I think on missiles it's kind of believable. I mean, it's kind of that the
Oh,
lore
God.
just says
Ah.
the warheads don't arm properly,
Yeah.
but with the PPCs,
Yeah.
it's like why would it not do damage on close range? The only
I
reason
think
it
it-
doesn't in
Oh, God.
canon Battletech is you just can't aim well with them.
Gotta
but
go
they still
fast,
do
I got
damage
mask.
if they hit.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it was like lured out as sort of like an intentional design decision because the EMP effect. So they didn't like a pilot didn't inadvertently disable his own mech,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
but then also snub-nose PPC. But then again, since you guys aren't doing that, snub-nose PPC in this game doesn't have a point.
Yeah, worthless for us.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, man.
snub nose, if we were ever gonna do that, it might be just something really short range and more damage or something.
Just
but-
a PPC shotgun.
yeah, PPC shotgun.
This is such a close match right now.
Yeah, there are good matches all around right now. It's awesome.
Yeah, pretty balanced. What? Oh, God, I don't even know what to take.
This
All right,
Demolisher is just kind of sitting here soaking up all this damage.
we're going Cauldronborn.
Demolisher, please go away.
Let's go with the Prime. The Prime Cauldronborn with way too many weapons than I have weapon group before. So
Got it. Good.
there's more weapon groups than I have buttons on my mouse for. Oh boy, let's see. Okay.
There's that hag off in the distance, just birding away.
I like how the Gauss rifle and the
User
LB5X
disconnected from
AC
your
are in the same
channel.
group. Very good. I guess that works actually. Boy. More Gauss.
Now I'm kind of just sitting here thinking about what this game would be like with a more sophisticated lighting engine in the dead of night.
Yeah, I actually need to turn night vision on now because it's gotten so dark I can't see. So let's wrap up the stream since we have 5 minutes left in the game and actually we're out of tickets.
Zero
so-
tickets, so...
Yeah.
Well,
At last minute questions or comments for the devs or me or Phantom, and let us know now. We're going to be wrapping up the stream in about 5 minutes here.
That seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I've been streaming 3.5 hours, so
Yeah.
Well-
well,
it's been a while.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been a productive night, and
Been a big
thank
patch.
you guys for joining us. It's nice to actually talk to developers developing a game that I'm playing. I come from a land of World of Tanks where we have to kind of sift through Russian Q&As to vaguely get an idea, and then even if we know what's going on, we can't say anything because they'll never listen to us.
Well, thanks a lot for hosting this. It's amazing
Yeah.
to have this on stream. It's great to have all you people watching. We're really happy about that.
Yes. This is why we do this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's something to live for.
Totally. Definitely is.
Come on, get a lock. There we go. Eat some
we have-
missiles.
Enemy team has 0 tickets, yet the game.
Ooh.
There it is. The
Yep,
clock didn't
and
show up.
the game is over.
Well,
I'm gonna shoot my teammate. Pew. Second place, not bad. I think I did all right. Fontoman in 9th over there. Jeez.
Yeah,
Catch
I haven't
up,
been
scrub.
I
What?
haven't been having a good night. I'm focusing on playing, and I'm also trying to focus on carrying the conversation, and the conversation is mostly winning. So it's like, yeah, I'm just kind of doing shit. But hey, it's not every day you get to talk to the developers of one of your favorite games. So I hope I use the time well.
Xeno wants to reiterate a
That's it.
question regarding why external heat sources aren't capped, which would prevent things like the plasma cannons from being OP. I guess it's more of a suggestion. Oh,
Yeah.
connection timeout. I just
Oh,
lost
good.
connection.
We were done.
Good
We
idea.
were
Good.
done anyway.
I was done
Fine,
with the stream
finish.
anyway. I don't need none of this. Fucking tell me to go. I'll tell me when to go. All right. Let's just wrap up some of the stuff here. So
what
he
happened
said,
to Wandering Samurai? Yeah, they all went their own way basically.
Well, you mean where the people went, or?
Yeah.
They went in a lot of different directions. Like a couple of people still know each other and still keep in contact. A couple of people went using the Living Legends experience to get into some jobs. Like the two founders went to Crytek, then into Star Citizen, and now one of the
Yeah.
founders, Kami,
Games
is
with
doing,
questionable
is doing
engines.
Solar Warden now, which is a space game developed
Yes,
in Unreal Engine 3.
I am
4, sorry.
I am alpha testing that with the developer.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
so
Shivaxi,
fun right now. It's really cool. I can't.
Throw the
I
link
can't.
into that.
I'm not allowed to. Oh, I mean, yeah, I can throw the link to it.
Yeah, to the
but
homepage.
I'm not allowed to like show any game footage yet because it's still like super
No.
under
Throw
wraps.
the link into it so everybody sees it. It's gonna be really fun.
Can you actually do it
Definitely.
right now? Because I can't at the moment with what I'm doing. But throw it into the chat.
Yeah, 1 second.
But yeah, Xeno had a question about saying like you could make external heat sources capped, so that like you couldn't go over a certain. I guess he's talking about like a certain heat threshold that would prevent like plasma cannons from being OP or something like that.
Yeah, the idea has merit. We'd have to look into it. That's
Yeah.
There's still a few edge cases where it can kind of still screw people over a lot. Like let's say the PPC hits you just half a second before you fire a heat-intensive weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the PPC, the plasma cannon, or whichever deals the heat.
And
Yeah,
Sir
it's-
Arcana asked, sorry, what was that, Fonoman?
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's still gonna lead to a lot of really unfortunate and annoying situations.
Sir Arcana
It
asked, do
would.
any of us play off stream? I think we all do, don't we? Like I
Yeah.
play Living
Of course,
Legends sometimes just
yes.
on my
Yeah.
own, and
You can
Yeah,
always.
most-
You can
I don't only play when I stream or
Yeah.
anything. so-
Yeah, you can basically always find me on Chaos Match, for example.
Yeah, there's the Discord, there's the TeamSpeak, there's usually people
Yeah.
playing all the time.
Discord
So I'm
is
looking at the
usually
server list
where
right
you
now,
see
and
people most.
It looks like everybody's updated right now. We have like a bunch of servers. Somebody, oh, there was a question I saw and I never answered, which was, do I still host my own Living Legends server? I haven't in a while because I haven't been caught up with the updates. I might do it again though, and I'll host my own server for Living Legends, which would be nice. I still have it. It's just it needs to be updated and reworked a little bit. So.
And I haven't been recording for the last month and a half, really, just because I've been like kind of drained from all this work and just busy with other things. But now that the updates are going on, you'll probably see me in game a lot more, and I'll probably be recording basically all the time.
Awesome. Glad
That's
to have
great.
that. Glad to hear.
We have missed
Amazing.
that.
Well, it's nice to know I have fans in the dev team. I feel
Definitely.
so complete now.
I've been watching your streams a lot, Fonto.
Yeah.
Well, Oh,
We
good.
do.
I make money on those.
Ponto's life.
Very, very small amounts of money, but they help pay the bills.
I once got 1,000 views
Always
and made
good.
2 pennies.
Have you guys actually set
Hey,
up
Mom,
a Patreon
I-
or something like that? Because with a lot of YouTubers that I've been talking to or that I've been watching, they usually a lot of them just monetize it over Patreon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already have one. I don't know, Fonto, do you have one yet or not?
I have one as well, and I set it up mainly because this year for YouTube has actually been really, really terrible because of the
Yeah.
ad strike.
Yeah.
Like
Ad
some
rep-
people, like the bigger people, they took a noticeable hit, but they're still fine. But everybody basically took a 20 to 40% hit on their income,
Ooh,
just
yeah.
right in the gut.
My,
so
my channel actually just got
Ugh.
hit by the whole adpocalypse thing, and a bunch of my videos got, yellow flagged with the yellow $sign limited or
That-
no ads because unsuitable content.
That's a
and I can't
new-
even refute it because you need at least 1,000 views
Yeah.
within 7 days to
That's-
even request a manual review.
Yeah,
That's-
so messed-
that's-
all of
So-
that is so messed up.
yeah,
My
there's a lot.
average. Sorry, go on.
That's a new thing they just added like a couple months ago, but the ad strike has been going on since April. Like, for me,
Yeah.
it's actually really annoying because I just got up to the point where it's like I can make the amount of money in order to get payouts from Google in a month. And then as soon as I got up there and as soon as I would have started to crawl away, my income hit the floor. So basically, I've been stuck at the same area for almost an entire year. So
Yeah.
that's one of the more
My-
frustrating parts about it.
My goal
yeah.
is to just drop monetizing from YouTube entirely and just have a Patreon. Because if I
Well,
can just survive off the Patreon and the money that I get from that, I don't care about ad revenue from YouTube. I would gladly drop ads from YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm kind of like I'm sort of I have a Patreon and I kind of don't have anything on it aside from just like it's a donation box and I clearly state that it's a donation box.
Yeah. Same
But
with
it's
mine.
because I don't have anything to really give people aside from the stuff that I'm already going on. But
Yeah.
the main thing why I like YouTube is like YouTube it feels like a wage, so it's more legitimate than just hey give me money guys.
Yeah, I don't like the sellouty aspect nature of like you kind of have to like promote your Patreon and all this jazz. It's
But-
like.
Yeah, but the situation with me is like I started it mainly because I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm doing the YouTube thing and everybody's doing this, so why don't I do it too? Because it's not like it won't help, even if like because I was very leery about being one of those, hey, like, comment, and subscribe at
I
the end
never
of
do
every
that.
video.
I would kill myself if I
know
ever
people
do
find that
that.
annoying, and I don't do it. And I felt like having a Patreon was like it donate to my Patreon. It was just adding more stuff onto that. But I decided, you know what, everyone does it, and it's helping, and like it's going to help, so I put it out there.
Yeah, you come to a point in time where you realize if you're gonna make this succeed and try to like make a living doing something you love, you have to be a little sellouty. It's just a little bit. You kind of have to plug yourself. You have to promote yourself.
Well, as
It's
Tom
just
Lehrer,
marketing.
You
Tom
have to
Lehrer-
market yourself. Yeah, you do.
as
Yeah.
Tom Lehrer would say, I prefer to call it compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it either, because I mean, well, you wanna make your living with it, so you can spend more of your time doing the thing you love, and everybody profits from it.
Yeah.
You can actually focus more of your time into making videos, and in return, people get more videos because you don't have to work as long in other jobs. That
Yes, exactly. And one of the things with YouTube is you really got to like in order to make it work to the extent that like for example, my friend Gom, who I'm currently like roommates with right now, he's basically paying for everything right now and he makes a hilarious amount of money. More or less, in order to actually really get to that level, you have to treat YouTube like a full-time job. And if you
yeah.
don't, you're gonna just stagnate and kind of waffle around. And there's also a lot of really sort of weird particular stuff that you have to realize about YouTube, where you might think that some things are logical, but then there's a lot of particulars that make it not
User
logical.
joined
Like
your channel.
subscriber counts are mostly a lie in certain cases. Like people that have lots of subscribers get lots of views, but really you're not going to see those numbers. Like it's going to be very rare if you have like views on par with your subscriber count, no matter how big you are.
Yeah, there was a guy
User
I was
disconnected from your
watching
channel.
who was doing a thing on the whole like adpocalypse bullshit, and his channel got. I think it's dependent on the channel how bad it is. And with this guy, he says he gets 1 million views on a video now. It's about $130, and
That sounds
that's
extreme. So
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure but then again, how long's the video as well? Because that's
don't-
another thing.
yeah.
That's another super secret insider secret. The longer
This
the
is something
video is, the
yeah.
better the ads are.
Yeah, this is just something I like. I was watching, sort of like this is what he was talking about was happening with his channel. And I think it is different for everybody, but it's still like a big problem. And one thing I was gonna point out, and is a little bit sort of like self-promoting, sellouty, but like for you and me, Fontaman, if like just even half of our subscribers pledged what $1 a month for through Patreon, we would be set for life.
Well,
right?
we would actually, we wouldn't be set for life, but
not
we'd
for
have,
life, but like that's.
But we'd have a livable wage. A month. Like, and for me, that's 6,000. So it's
and
like,
that's all. For you, that's 6,000. That's all.
That's
I need.
great.
Well, if I had all my stuff, that would be 4,000 for me, and that's like. That's all I need. I don't need any more than that. I'm dropping monetizing from YouTube. It's monetizing from YouTube.
That's the thing that's the thing that honestly, that's the thing that's really weird about doing stuff on the internet, especially on YouTube. The numbers, while they don't necessarily pay out all that well on the small scale, even on the small scale, like
it matters.
Like the numbers are obscene if you actually start to analyze it. Like I literally do, like right now, I literally do entertain thousands of people per day. Like the views are there. So the numbers are like very, like at some level when you start getting this thing together, you kind of feel like a space wizard basically with the amount of people that you have funneling in. Because it's like kind of jaw dropping if you sit and analyze it really hard. But then again, the monetization of it is kind of wonky in some cases. So you need lots of return views, and you need more videos, and you need content. You need to be, well, you need to get people's attention with a lot of other, like with just being a good personality, being informative, or doing a lot of entertaining stuff. And getting people's attention is still hard. But once you start getting this going, it starts snowballing into this ridiculous monster of a money generating machine, which is kind of the reason why I got into it, mainly because I knew it was something that I could do, and I knew it was something that could pay out something significant, and something.
And you have fun doing it.
Yeah, I do have fun doing it, and also it's something. It gets to the point where it's kind of disturbing at the end of it, and at the, like near the the higher fringes of it, which I believe I can get to, but time will tell how far I go.
Yeah, I like how the stream has ended with us talking about YouTube.
Just other problems.
Excellent.
Yeah, just like fucking how shit YouTube is right now. But
the moral of the story is go pay Shivaxi and Fonto and go play MechWarrior Living Legends.
They said it, not me.
Yeah, we can get other people to say it for us, and then we look good.
It's more legitimate if other people
out.
tell you to pay me money.
We'll just tell everybody else to sell out for us, and we'll be golden. So.
But thank you for that. It helps a lot.
I'm sure I'll have links to. I actually already have all the links in the description for the stream to like my stuff and Fontaman's stuff. His channel's in there, so all that. Download Living Legends. It's in there. It's free, easy installer.
Go play it.
One-click install. Yeah, big update, awesome update by the way. It's fucking, I love it. So, I think that about wraps it up. Sorry we got a little weird and off topic, but yeah. I think that's it. I don't know. Do you have an outro, Fontaman? I don't know. Well, you don't really do one as much as I don't really do either an intro or an outro.
Well, I suppose we'll see you next game, folks.
That works.
That's my best Duncan Fisher impersonation.
It's good.
But whatever. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.
What? Good. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Next time.